In this video, I'm going to show you how to use anchor links in the Mobirise software. Now, an anchor link is different than your typical link. And what an anchor link does is when you click the link, it actually sends you down the page to a different part of the same page. Normally, when you think about clicking links, you think about clicking to another page on your website, or you think about clicking to a page off of your website and onto someone else's website. That's called an external link. If you link to a page on your own website, that's called an internal link. And then if you link to the same page that you're on, just to a different part of the page, that's called an anchor link. Now, Mobirise allows you to do anchor links very easily. Let me show you what we have here. I have just the nav header here. We have a section that's called header. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 article sections, one of which is a header. We have a gallery, and there's a footer here. So let's take a look. We want to work with these two top links here. So we'll click About, we'll click on Link. You can see here that I already have an anchor link set, but I want to show you what they look like. So normally if you had an internal or external link, you would put that URL here and then click Insert Link. We've covered that before. But with an anchor, you could also choose which page if you want it to link back to the index page. I only have one page here. But if you have multiple pages, you could just choose which page you wanted, and that would be an internal link because there's no HTTP or www dot anything else, right? This is just your internal website link. You can also choose a page anchor. Now you can see here there are a few different ones to choose from. We have top, header, 1, 2, 3 pieces of content, another header, content, gallery, contacts, and bottom. Now top will scroll you all the way back to the top of the page. Bottom will scroll you all the way down to the bottom of the page. And then if you choose each of these different parts to link to, it will take you down to where the top of this section is at the top of the viewing browser. So top is obviously the very top of the page. Header is the large image gallery, or I'm sorry, the large image header here. Then the content blocks are the article content, these pieces of content here. We have a header, which is this piece of header content. We have another content block, which is here. And then we have a gallery, and this is the gallery. We have contacts, and that's actually what they're going to call the footer down here because it lists your contact information. And then the bottom, which the footer is at the bottom, so that's going to scroll you all the way down to the bottom. So this is an about link, and what we want to do is we want to connect it to this first piece of content, and we'll just kind of consider this this content here in the middle to be our about section. So let's click on that, and now our page anchor is index.html, which is this page right here, and then it's going to go down to the content 1-4 block. So we'll select insert link, and then let's go ahead and do the other one, and then I'll show you as we preview it in the browser what it looks like whenever it's in action. Again, we don't want that to go to the top. This is the contact information, so logically we'll send it down to the contacts. Click insert link, and then now let's check it out in the browser. So here's our page being rendered in the browser. We have our two links here. If we click about, it scrolls smoothly down to the very first block. So this is our first article content block that we're going to consider our about section. And then if we also click contact, then it's going to scroll us all the way down to the bottom. If there were more information, more blocks underneath this one, this would actually come all the way up to the top here. But since this is the very bottom, it brings us all the way to the bottom of the page. If you click back on the links, you can see that you can scroll back and forth. It has smooth scrolling so that it doesn't just kind of jump you from one to the other. And then it will bring, you can make your way through the page. You can imagine if you had 4 or 5 different links up here that it would take you to different sections of the home page. Many people have seen that. It's called a one-page website. And I actually have one designed, so we can take a look at it here. So you can see this is just a dummy site that I made at the beginning of using Mobirise. And it has several different sections. We have 4 at least up here. But as we go down through, you can see the different sections of the website. We have a product section. We have a little bit about the company. We have a nice slideshow here of different things. We have a little bit of the history. We have a contact form. And we have the footer here. So let's go back to the top. And if we click on products, you can see that we get sent down to the very first product page. I could have done it to right here. I chose to go ahead and send people to this part. And then you can look through the couple of products that we have. You can learn about the company very quickly. You can read a little bit about the history of the company. And finally, you can scroll down quickly to the contact form. So let's say you're just scrolling through this website, but you didn't really read the history, but you wanted to see it. You could scroll back up and very quickly you can read through the history. You could click a link to go to another page to learn more. But you can move through these different parts of the page very quickly. And actually, this is only one page of a website. And if you threw a couple of calls to action in there, then you would be able to have people either contact you as a lead or to be able to download something. You see this quite often with different types of products or landing pages. And so it's a great tool to be able to create a very light website. It's only one page, but you're able to actually put a lot of information in there and kind of section it off just like you would pages. So that is adding anchor links to the navigation header in Mobirise.